Aquarius season ends, Pisces season begins, all on the days of the waters. Interesting. Let's talk about it. Attention, star seeds. Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on-the-fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare bobo egungun ara orun bobo orisha, for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast. Ekule if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. It's 12 minutes past your 9 o'clock hour Central Standard Time. And as always, I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. And now I'm also bringing your forecast, your cosmic weather forecast. Let you know what's going on in the heavens so that you can energetically align. I am broadcasting live from 7 portals. I am on my Twitter, so if you aren't already, follow there. I'm also on my Facebook, 3 of them, iiiYansaje Muse, the 222.9, the Mothership Facebook page, and I'm also chillaxing in my moon daily only spot, Mother Blue Hues. And this is the page that you're only going to see me on moon days. So we'll be talking about dreams, see things, Yemoja, Olokun, divine feminine energies, and all those things on Moon Day. Ashe. And that Moon Daily Facebook page is also complete with the matching Instagram, 2229 Moon Days. Ashe, ashe. And of course, I'm cruising the airwaves of 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. And that was music from Take 6, with a little bit of foreplay, with a smoothed out rendition of Stevie Wonder's Higher Ground. And sometimes when you're reaching higher grounds, you gotta be smooth about it. Smooth like palm oil. Iba Yemoja. So we are winding down your sun-ruled Obatala venerated Sun's Day, where we spent the better part of the day letting the church say amen. That was after the crown chakra healing from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m., of course. So make sure that you tune in for your sleep meditation. Charge your chakras as they align with the days of the week. Oh, yes. And so we're winding down this Sun's Day, purifying your cycles for new things, because the 18th of February vibrated on a numerology 1, and that's ideal for new beginnings, and especially when it's drenched in the wisdom, the patience, and the purity of the Orisha Obatala. It's the 9th Sunday of winter solstice and the last Sunday of Aquarius season. The last day of Aquarius season 2. So when the clock strikes 12, we are officially in the season of the fish twins. House 12, Pisces. And we'll be getting ready for the real new year on March 21st, when spring equinox begins. So The moon tonight is waxing towards full in the third house of Gemini. So that brings a little duality energy in there with your new beginning. So put your ego to work for your spirit so both of them can get purified, venerated, and raised up. And 222.9, the mothership, is just an humble servant and following the quasars. So when the clock strikes 12 and the sun, divine masculine sun, shifts over into the divine feminine essence of the moon, and Obatala passes that time clock to Yemanja, the mothership will be jamming, jamming, jamming with the old school mothers of song all day long. Check it out. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. Mystic Forecast on 222.9, the mothership. Internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up.
Blues? I don't sing 'em. I tranquilize in their hue. Now my mouth pours truth. And iiiYansa, J Muse, haiku. Moon talk, Motherpeace found Motherpeace. Throat chakra healing, waters, blues, spirits, films, music, sea creature messages, guided meditations, poetry, mysteries of the wine dark sea, healing stones and shells, blue things, rhyme, iiiYansa's glass water, dream silk wisdom, cleansing, healing. It's all inside. Come on in. Every moon day on Mother Blue Hues with iiiYansa Muse.
And we're back. So in case you're just now joining us, I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, bringing you the mystics, bringing you the mojo on 222.9, the mothership. Before I go any further, I just have to share this with you. The Mothership Mystic Boutiq, the Moon Collection, is now open and available and full of Pisces season merchandise. And all proceeds go to 222.9, the mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. And it's a new adventure in digital artwork and fashion apparel, a line for the starseeds. Check it out. A focused, meditative state is the womb of your mind. May you always birth beautiful things. Yemoja. The Moon Collection by the Mothership Mystic Boutiq. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio. Beam up. Just had to show that off just real quick. So it's the 19th of February, 2024, and the day vibrates on a divine feminine 2 on a divine feminine day, Iba Yemoja in the Yoruba tongue, and that's the day of financial success. So make sure that you salute those warriors, those of you that practice Ifa Orisha tradition. Make sure you go to Yemanja, either at the water, at the beach, anywhere where there's a sitting space. And those of you that have prayer shrines to Yemanja, this is a good time to go visit. As in many Orisha traditions, Moon Day is Yemanja's venerating day, ruling day. In other traditions, it's Eshu. So it's good to go and see both. It is the 9th moon day of winter solstice and the first day of Pisces season. So we jumping in with the fish twins right in the middle of the water. I'm loving the cosmic alignment. And we got even more water. So you can expect something really, really emotional to trigger on this day. And it may not necessarily cause tears, but for many of you it will. And when that moment comes, allow it to be what it is. because the moon is even waxing in the house of Cancer, and that's the house of the emotions. Monday is the day ruled by the moon, so there's more emotions. Allow your emotions to flow, because Piscean energy is mutable water, and it's water that learns about itself through its connections with other people. So Piscean energy affects all of us, not just the ones that are sun signed Pisces. You see what I'm saying? And by this coming on a day so drenched in water, let the water fall. Let the water cleanse. Let the water boil. Let the water freeze. However your emotions process. The name of the game is to simply allow them to. Piscean energy also speaks a lot to divine compassion, which is speaking of its ruling planet Neptune, which started going cold back in 2020, a few years back, but I got to take another look at that. And divine compassion is the higher octave of Venus, and that's Neptune, Pisces ruling planet. Also, you got Jupiter, the planet of expansion, but not the kind of expansion that deals with money, wealth, and luck, not completely. The expansion is about the divine inheritance when you choose the fish swimming up as opposed to the fish swimming now. Because you see, Piscean energy is like the Gemini of the water signs, except for instead of dualities in intellect and dualities in personality, it's a duality in emotions. And that's where that has to really find its balance, because everything that bubbles over in the pot during Pisces season is birthed in Aries season. You see what I'm saying? Pisces is the primordial water that births Aries. So everything that's going on with you, because Pisces is also the totality of the other 11 houses. Okay? So in doing that, during this season, allow yourself to deal with your emotions kind of like you would if it was Scorpio season, except for in the ways of your intuition, following your spirit, and following the emotional side of those things. Ashe, ashe. And can of Pisces season. So you are 100% Pisces if you were born between now and February 29th. But if you were born on the 19th, happy solar return. May the ancestors, the Orisha, Olodumare, and all the spirit guides aligned with your walk of faith bless you with many, many more, filled with Bobo Ire. And what does Bobo Ire mean? Many blessings. But still got to do a little bit of zodiac dry snitching on you. So if you were born on February 19th, you are conscientious and reliable and plod along in your work faithfully. You like travel and a change of scene. You are honest and wholehearted in your love, and it will bring joy and contentment to you. We are still in the season of the wealth of amber and silver in the comedic way of the stars. And that's all that's going on in the quasars right about now. But we got to give it to Aquarius season. It went out with a bang because during Aquarius season, it sucked 3 planets into the 11th house. Now that we're in the season of Pisces, where it sits, it stools, it sits in that idea, that dream, that spirituality that's getting ready to birth itself into reality. So the next 30 days, hold on to your hearts, baby, because it's about to get juicy. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, and you are listening to Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. And when we come back, we are going to get to your Moon Nightly Tarot read from the Motherpeace round. All this spiritual stuff, you need somebody to just make it plain. Are you trying to divinely align? Are you a starseed? Are you too busy building the kingdom, building the queendom to come for all the madness going on in the world today? Methods of emotional healing? Are you taking your first steps down your spiritual path? Want a more practical understanding of the Orisha? Do animals seem to communicate with you? Do you need to sort out some things about love? Do you see numbers? Spiritual signs? Need somebody to just make it plain? Does your love for esoteric wisdom coin you a student of life? Do you like wisdom in poetic bars? Are you ready to debunk the spookism behind ancestor veneration? Want to learn how to make medicine? Want to learn about different tools of divination? Tantric spiritual sex secrets? Ways to utilize each and every moon? Do you walk the road less traveled? Are you considered strange by society? Are you discovering your spiritual gifts? Do you want to taste the power of words through incantation? Do you want to get into some unorthodox Bible teachings? Do you dream often? Do you long to explore the secrets of the earth's endless mysteries? Do you study the stars? Do you need tips on building good character? Do you want to know more about how to interpret dreams? Do you love some good literature? Need somebody to just make it plain? Then indulge in the art. Indulge in the art. And indulge in the art. Indulge in the art. And indulge in the art. Indulge in the art. The art of spirituality in iiYansaje Muse's Orbit. iiYansaje Muse's Orbit is a monthly subscription service that features free and exclusive content dedicated to your versatile, well-rounded, deeper understanding of spirituality. It comes from all angles, teaches all kinds of lessons, and it cooks like a gumbo, a whole bunch of different spiritual ingredients and one spiritually flavorful soup. And let that soup feed your soul and enhance your highest spiritual life. It even features an opportunity to have a one-on-one counseling session with yours truly. So don't get left behind. Get beamed up to the orbit. All proceeds go to 222.9 The Mothership, Mystic Internet Radio. Sign up for the 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio email list to stay in the exclusive loop of what's going on in the orbit. Ashe. In iiYansaje Muse's Orbit. High-level spiritual wisdom. Fully flavored with no holds barred. A question on the heart is the spirit's thirst for clarity. Readings, consultations, I call them intuitive counseling sessions, but you know what I mean. They're kind of like gumbo or peach cobbler. You may have tried many, but you haven't had mine. I can say I met the divine when I was about 9. Ever since I was 16, I found myself wondering, do I have an invisible "please come tell me your business" sign taped to my forehead? Then one day I was sitting at the bus stop at a crossroad, and I had the audacity to ask the goddess, why was I even sent to earth? And I became an ethereal, intuitive counselor. And the universe has been answering that question over and over again, one phone call at a time, for the last 9 years. From there, in between sessions, I began to relentlessly apply, align, and study the ways of the stars and of the ancients. 3 years in, Orisha priestesshood to Oya came knocking. Hence the Iya in the name iiYansaje, iiYansa, an Oya praise name. Oya is the Orisha who brings radical transformation and change. Make no mistake about it now, baby. I am no soothsayer. I am no fortune teller. I'm not a private investigator. I don't cast love spells. I'm not an emotional punching bag. I'm not a spiritual trash dump. I am not a haven for jinn spirits. I give guidance with clarity, with wisdom, with love, with truth. I unlock keys to your spiritual growth and your highest destiny according to your unique design. Ready for some evolutionary change? Let's talk. And we're back. So, if you are seeing this reading, then its message is for you. The general question was, this was just a general reading as to what to expect for Pisces season. And the card that came up was 7. We got a 777 energy here, and that's a really beautiful thing because Yemoja's number is 7, and this is her ruling day. And Yemoja is the sea where all life begins. And as you can see here, we've got the chariot, major arcane number 7. So that means that something is coming into you fast, and your goals will work towards you as quickly as you work towards them. The chariot talks about what's running in towards you: wealth, love, abundance, travel. But it's running towards you as you're running towards it. So allow your energies to channel into what you're heading into, because some of you are heading into blessings bigger than what you could have ever imagined. 7 also speaks to completion. So this Pisces season, then a lot of financial struggles, love struggles, confusions, all of those things are coming to an end. So allow yourself to stay focused. Make sure you stay focused, stay on top of it, stay in tune with your spirit, stay filled with love, stay filled with gratitude, still stay filled with all positive energies and vibrations, and you shall bring forth abundance. It's rushing towards you just as fast as you're rushing towards it. And to confirm, I drew a second card, and that's the 7 of discs pointing to actually, it was pointing to the east, but because reflecting of the camera. So let me turn the card how it appeared to me, which was to the east. And the 7 of discs also represents financial abundance, and it represents this abundance coming from something that you give creative birth to. And look at that, sitting in the patch, and the main fruits here, her belly is ripe and she's sitting in labor position. So for many of you, when it comes to the downloads, the waters have broken and the baby's not waiting. So allow yourself to obey just as you are and birth your creation into the 3D world, because as it brings blessings to others, it will also bring blessings to you. So that's something you can look forward to in this Pisces season. And then the other one that I looked at was love. Now, this one was pointing to the west. And this, you have the 7 of Wands. So there's your third 7. We got 3 sevens here, 777. And we all know what that means. That's why casinos use it so much. Ka-ching, lucky sevens. Now, in love, you may not be trusting yourself as much. So allow that to be developed. You also want to kind of keep your friends and keep other people's opinions out of it this time, because with Pluto, Mars, Mercury, and Venus all in Uranus, then that means that a lot of love connections are going to take some very unconventional turns, especially when it comes to divine unions, twin flame reunions, soulmate reunions, and kingdom marriages. You will be walking away from a lot of people to protect your love life, especially those of you who love on the higher spiritual level. Okay, and so let's flip the deck, see what we got at the bottom. And we have the Priestess of Swords upright. So that's a divine feminine energy, or the Queen of, or Queen of Swords of a sort. So what this is saying here is that maybe this weapon, I would say discern how you use your weapons and be very, very careful with your thinking, because you can manifest many, many things with your thinking. Also want to watch your words, because your words and your thinking will determine how fast or how slow this chariot comes in, especially this Pisces season where the Neptune energy is stronger, with Jupiter's energy stronger, with Pluto, Mercury, Mars, and Uranus all in Aquarius. Oh, baby, the heavens are listening to your thoughts. So as you are in your receptive divine feminine energy today, make sure you sort out your thoughts and make sure your thoughts are well aligned with that which you are manifesting, because on that 777, it's on the way in. So make sure that your Ori, or the spirit of your consciousness, is open to receive and be responsible for the blessing, because they're coming. Happy Pisces season. That is my general read. And if you need a personal reading, then by all means use the links in that lovely Yemoja care package that I put in this video's description box. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your forecast on 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. The soul, like an old house, must burn nearly all, from the inside at times until hollow, and tomorrow's time creates prime grounds for renovation. An iiiYansaje Muse short poem. The Charred Bible. An iiiYansaje T Muse Pataki, or Sacred Story. Iba Yemoja ati Olokun, Orisha essence of water, meditation, birth, wealth, and memory. For this treasure from my sea of memoirs. This is a true story that happened 25 years ago on this day. It was Friday, October 16th, 1998. The day vibrated on an 8, a sign of infinite possibility, and the moon was waning in Virgo. It was the third decan of Libra season, Mandeville, Arkansas. The land my family home was built on belonged to my paternal grandmother, Lorraine. My father had cleared it off in 1996 while we were still living in Dallas, and in the 2 years we were there, I watched a single-wide trailer home transform into a 5-bedroom house with 3 porches and turnip green and potato patches that we grew ourselves. And the land was right next to a double railroad track, one going northbound, one going south, Iba Iwo Oorun. It was the first time I saw a vision go from a blank space into full manifestation. And I have my father to thank for that. My maternal grandfather had just joined the ancestors a day or so before. I left for school that rising as normal. I almost missed the bus because for some reason I felt this urge to run back into my room and grab my journal. I had no idea that this would be the last time I would see my home again. And we're back. So, that concludes our forecast. Thank you for joining me. I hope you gained some things that help you align with your moon day and the first day of Pisces season. And I do have Pisces only readings available for those of you that want to learn more about the Piscean energy in you. If you are listening to this at 38 minutes past your 9 o'clock hour, then stay tuned for my sun nightly vision of what love looks like. And that's the eternal love, the soulmate kind of love, the wedding vow kind of love, the kind of love that makes you want to commit. You know what I mean? If you're listening at the 6 a.m., then stay tuned for the Rising Bembe Yemoja before we listen to the old school mothers of song all day long. And remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind. Your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up.
Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.